Good morning from day 2 on the Disney Dream. We are dressed and ready to go for breakfast. Today, we have our OOTD outfit of the day from Mr. Martin. He has his new navy suede shoes, some camel shorts, a lovely Transatlantic Crossing Nike shirt, Disney Cruise Line hat, and of course his silver castaway lanyard. I couldn't think of what it was called. Today I have on this little white skirt, this shirt that I made for me and Tom with some cruise line fabric for the pocket, and then I have a matching bow, and then I just have my little Nikes on. So, breakfast?
Yes.
Breakfast time. So it's currently 8 a.m. walking through deck 11 to the back of the ship at Cabanas, and it's really quiet. I don't know if it's going to be really quiet in Cabanas.
Everyone's in there.
It's because everybody's in there, but I mean, usually there's people out here eating breakfast and stuff too, so we'll see.
We can go outside.
You want to sit outside today?
Yeah.
Okay. I do have to say, another difference that I've seen between the dream and the fantasy is the fantasy was really like it vibrated a lot. Like our forks, our cups at dinner, they're always like this, and the dream is really just a sway, which is really nice. And I don't know which is better for people that get seasick, but it doesn't affect us. All right, Cabanas. So we say here. Here we go. We have your normal selections of bacon, sausage, hash browns, eggs, muffins, pastries, more pastries, breads, pancakes, Mickey waffles, churro Mickey waffles, which normally are only on Thursdays. More, good morning. More cooked veggies, and then it repeats again. And then down there we have cereal bar and fruit bar, and then you also have some eggs Benedict, it looks like this morning, and some cold cut and lemon wedges, smoked salmon station. So yeah. Oh, and an oatmeal station. Tom's already made a start on his breakfast, so I think it's our turn next. Alright, this was the final selection. I got some Eggs Benedict, Mickey churro waffle, and a sausage link with some fruit and Activia. Tom got 2 different types of waffles, hash browns, scrambled eggs, bacon, baked tomato. So we're gonna enjoy this. I think it's a little too windy for us to film, so I will see you guys after breakfast. It's a bit windy. The Cinderella's on tunnel vision. That clock.
Couple sentences there. We also have 4 pillars idealistically that we're going to anchor ourselves to for this tour, just to help ground us as we move through the ship here, and then we'll get going. The late 1800s, right? There's this man named Albert Ballin, and he is boarding these ships that are typically used to bring cargo, sometimes people, from point A to point B. He sees folks on these ships going from point A to point B and then back to point A, which is not their intended purpose. And he asks them, why are you doing that? And they say they just like being out on the open water on days like today where you can't see anything. 360 degrees around you, you cannot see a single thing other than the sea. That was enough to bring these people on these ships that weren't even designed for passenger travel. So he took this idea and ran with it and created the first cruise line that we know of, called the Hamburg American Line, which did just that. It brought people from point A to point B, often through in a C and a D there, and then back to A. Then we get some other cruise lines down the line. We have the Cunard Cruise Line, which is a classic. We also have the White Star Cruise Line eventually, which has the Olympic class of ships. That was a series of 3 ships, all with IC at the end of their name. So there is the Olympic, the Britannic, and then another one, don't say it, it's bad luck. It's bad luck to say on the open water here, especially as we're taking a similar voyage. But yes, they brought luxury into the cruising experience there. So they took amenities that we enjoy on land, like fancy restaurants, theaters, cabarets, and put them on these ships. Sail on one of those Disney cruises there. Very cool. Very cool. So yes, it was a Disney cruise. Mickey and his pals were all there. But other than that entertainment and character aspect, and often being paired with a Walt Disney World vacation as well, as it was based out of Port Canaveral, it wasn't a Disney cruise as we know it. We could not control the quality of the food in the restaurants, for example, or how often the outside of the ship had been painted. So the rest just wasn't able to be up to our Disney standards. So, paired with it being pretty successful, people liked it. They enjoyed seeing Mickey out on the open seas. And Disney being able to do it better, we created Disney Cruise Line, which set sail in 1998, 25 years ago. In a few months, it'll be that exact time there with the Disney Magic, soon followed by the Disney Wonder, its sister ship, meaning that they have the exact same blueprint, but their insides and furnishings and decorations are different, but structurally they're the same. About 10 years later, we get the Disney Dream, where we find ourselves today, soon followed by our sister ship, the Disney Fantasy. You may know this, but stick with me. About a year ago, we got the Disney Wish, which is very exciting, our newest ship, which is part of a group of 3 known as the Triton class. So soon we'll get the Treasure, and then one more ship that has yet to be named. And then we just bought Gigantor, as I call it, which is the very big one. It's like literally the biggest cruise ship in the world. It has some siblings there, but like the class of ship that it is the biggest ship. Picture it, it has one of those like empty middle spots, and then there's gonna be 3 funnels on each side. Total of 6 funnels. I understand we're floating, right? But like I don't get how that will float. It's so big. But I will not be working there, but I would love to cruise on it, maybe. And that will be based out of Singapore as well, which is recently announced, which is super exciting, opening up a whole like
Hello.
There's so many of us. You guys are gonna be so smart by the time you leave this tour. You can tell everyone what you've learned. Let's keep filling in this space here, not to worry. Restaurant here on board. It is done in a subtle Italian flair. We are not trying to slap you across the face, and we're not trying to convince you that you're in Italy either. We're bringing in slight Italian design elements, starting with our entry foyer here. We have this beautiful glass structure on the ceiling, and then the walls are lined with muted tones of the Italian flag, meant to help set our color palette as we move into the restaurants here. With this glass structure, does this remind anyone of anything? It can be a little on the nose.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yes. Jellyfish is cool as well. But yes, spaghetti is the idea. This is an Italian restaurant. After all, like I said, a little on the nose, just to get you appetized there. Spaghetti. There's also another So just to tell you a few things about Remy, and then you'll have 2 minutes here to explore Paulo. Remy is our French restaurant here on board, exclusive to the Dream and the Fantasy. It takes in little Disney details throughout the space. The more you look, the more images of Remy you will see. Once again, he's not crawling through the restaurant. He's not inside the chef's hat. He's not. You can ask, and I'm sure they get asked every single day, but he's not inside the chef's hat. Rather, his silhouette is in the fabric of the booths. There's a little glass Remy to welcome you in. Landing, you see this carpet in the front here, and it's in that center section as well. That is new. We've never seen this before. That green part in the middle, that is the same carpet as what we see in Paulo, but the Paulo one is maroon. And then you're going to have to trust me, but the design surrounding it is very reminiscent of Remy. So like I said, there's subtle design cues that are cueing you that you are going in the right direction without those big flashing signs. One of them is this leather-like material that lines the elevators here, as well as the globe decals on these restrooms, which are the nicest restrooms on the ship, and on the elevators as well. That's very reminiscent of Meridian, to hopefully let you know that you're headed in that direction as well. And of course, you have that lit up globe there on the back, with a friendly host or hostess standing at the stand as well, to then answer and confirm that you are, yes, headed in the right direction for those 3 experiences there. So, This is not a full art tour, even though the name may suggest it. I have no idea what art of the theme show means. I think those are just 3 Disney words that they've put together to cover the title of a tour. We're going to talk about art for just a second here. We have this very large painting taken directly from the movie Ratatouille. It is Remy overlooking Gusteau's kitchen, dreaming of being a chef himself one day. Like I said, we don't have big flashing signs that say Remy, but we do have this very large painting of Remy to help you figure out you're going in the right direction. What we're going to do now is make our way down to deck number 5. You're welcome to do so by the elevators or the stairs, and if you choose to take the stairs, we're going to be looking at the artwork as we make our way down the stairwell here. Just throwing it out there, we're not all going to fit on the little landing we are aiming for on deck number 5. That's okay. People are going to try and move through us. It's going to be largely unsuccessful. We'll just keep our eyes open, and if anyone tries to move through us, we will let them do so. But it's going to happen, and it's going to be awesome. So we're going to make our way down to deck 5 by elevator or by stairs. We were looking at the paintings. Of our staterooms, right? No theaters, no restaurants, nothing like that. So the Imagineers thought maybe the only time folks would choose to mount these stairs is like first thing in the morning. You haven't had a single buffet yet that day. You're feeling very ambitious, so we wanted to slowly awaken your senses as you walk up to cabanas, starting with storyboard and sketch and working up to fully animated art with that Donald painting there where he's cooking with like cement, but he's still trying his best. Like I said, please let the people move through us. All right, we're gonna look at these enchanted portraits here. We're not all gonna look at them right now, but you can come back sometime in the next 13 days. But there are 2 enchanted portraits here. They're part of our nearly 30 enchanted portraits here on board. To tell if a portrait is enchanted, they usually have these very large, suspiciously large frames with the reflective part of them as well. These ones here are themed to the Pirates of the Caribbean attraction in both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And they have the audio taken directly from the ride here as well. It depicts the scene where you sail between the fort and the pirate ship. Sometimes you get splashed by a loose cannonball. That is right here in these enchanted portraits. You must all do the Midship Detective Agency sometime during your cruise. It interacts in a fun way with all of these portraits, taking you all around the ship. Just for you. It is themed around any pop-in downtown district you may have encountered in any city ever. It's a little not super specific, but you see with all of this brickwork here, that lets you know we're in a city. We've also rolled out the red carpet for you as well with pixie dust along it to help guide you. Even the paparazzi are here, guys. Along the side walls here, there's these cutouts of paparazzi, and there's some cutouts of some really cool people posing over there, which is cool. But these paparazzi here, they have a hole where the flash should be of their camera. There's actually a strobe mechanism built into the wall here, and they used to flash as if they were taking your picture. But people back in the day were going to Shutters, our photo studio, and saying, hey, someone in the district took my picture, can I have it please? And I know, and we had to tell them like, oh sorry, that's just for theming purposes, it's not actually a real camera. So they have since turned those off. It is my personal mission to get them turned back on. So if you would like to write on your comment card in 13 days time that you want the flashes turned back on in district, we really do read those. So that is my personal mission. And this is a big group. I feel like we could accomplish it.
So we finished our tour and went back to our room for a minute, and then we decided to come and get ice cream and Coke or a Coke float. But I gotta go find a spoon. So Tom saw on the Facebook group that somebody was gonna bring a flake chocolate bar, which is from the UK, and put it in the ice cream to make a, what is it called?
A 99 flake.
A 99 flake. Are you excited about it? Is it good? And then I made myself a Coke float. Alright. And then we're heading to everyone can cook. Anyone can cook. Really good. Myself? Alright, we'll see you at Anybody Can Cook.
And now I want you to do a real clap. And now I want you to cheer for the Wild and Crazy for
sausages. Some of us have been drinking last night. Nice to see you. Happy days. Sorry about the wrong entrance.
Never mind.
Some lady with a headscarf stuck me in the cupboard and said, eat this red apple.
Yeah. Sounds like Megan.
How joyous I am. Before we go on the cruise and before we sail across to Barcelona, my name's John Ashton. I'm from Liverpool, England. And guess what? My teeth are from Chicago. Aren't they marvellous? It's how to dance like this. Well, 2 hours I was on there. I had to do a cooking show the next day. I come in, you should have seen it. I was walking like this. But I learned in Miami how to make this great recipe. So we're going to take some pork. Have we got any pork? Have we, guys, please? We're going to use what we call in America a Boston butt. B-U-T-T. But now, how can it be called a Boston butt if it's a shoulder? Because a lot of the times it's the shoulder. That just don't make sense. Something ain't right. We used that was because back in the late 1800s, what happened was they would actually, a lot of the pork would come from Massachusetts. It would go in these big barrels and they called it a butt. And that's how it became the Boston butt, what we know. Sometimes we may know as a picnic shoulder. So we've got this butt, and you can see, we've got this butt. Hold that butt up for me, please, if you would, for us. Now that's a good butt. And then what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to take a bit of a towel there. Let me just grab a bit of a towel and going back here. And then I'm just going to put this down on the board for a second. If you would, just pop that butt on there. Now, sometimes when we get a butt, I'm going to use that again in a minute, mate. When we get a butt, the skin's on the top. Take the skin off, because it's not going to break down. What we want to do is score it. Whenever we're roasting a piece of meat, we want to cook it slowly. I was doing a show last year, you'll love this, and I love it, and I'm a cheeky monkey. But that's why you like me. And this.
So what we didn't know from the first cruise is that this cafe here on deck 4, the Vista Cafe, the snacks are actually included. So Tom's just got a chocolate orange cupcake and a Rice Krispie treat. You gonna give us a taste test?
Just looking at the menu of drinks.
Here are the menu of drinks. Try not to get it on your shirt. That's thick icing. My gosh, look at that. Perfect. So what are we doing next? Dance class? Dance class! Yay!
Something to remember to this bit easier, make sure you're facing the same way. I know if you're standing over there, it's hard to see, but if you're following, you should follow the leader. Okay.
So leaders, we have an easy job. We're going to do exactly the same steps, and we're going to be starting by stepping forwards on the left foot.
Followers, don't panic. We're still going to be doing the same step, but we're going to start by stepping back on the right foot. So I'll just show you. You can stay where you are. What we would do when we taught it, we went forwards on the left, cha cha cha, then we went back on the right. That's where we're starting from. Back, replace, cha cha cha, forwards, replace, cha cha cha. Okay? So we will try this together, see if we get this as a hold. Followers will stepping back on the right foot.
And leaders forwards on the left. Here we go.
And 2, 3, cha cha cha. 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 Good, well done. Big round of applause. Cha cha cha. 2, 3, cha cha cha.
2, 3, cha cha cha. 2, 3, cha cha cha. 2, 3.
Shoulder to shoulder.
2,
Shoulder to shoulder. 2, 3, tap, tap, tap. 2, 3, tap, tap, tap. 2, 3, tap, tap, tap. And again, once more at the beginning. And 2, 3, tap, tap, tap. If you lose it, don't worry, just listen to the tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Shoulder to shoulder. 2, 3, tap, tap, tap. 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 Well done, everybody.
So we finished up our cha-cha-cha class, and now we're at Cabanas for lunch. So far I got some crab legs, Tom's getting some mac and cheese. Very different vibe for afternoon than obviously to this morning. I'm gonna get some mac and cheese myself. Tiny bit. There we go. I think I'm gonna skip fries. Ravioli, maybe? Might do some ravioli. Might just get one because they're quite big. Okay. Done some ravioli. There's bread rolls, there's some fish. What is this? Rosemary and thyme polenta cake? I don't know if I like polenta, I've never had it. Chicken with apple, ham, and nuts, no for Tom. Plant-based rice and beans, grilled turkey steak, but it's plant-based. Beef jerky, again plant-based, baked feta, stuffed zucchini, more veggies, fries, and mac and cheese. Some sandwiches and cold cuts. Beef broccoli. Oh, I might do some beef broccoli. So I had to put the camera down because it was too hard to like grab food and have the camera and have like crab crackers, which are actually in Tom's pocket because I had to put them in Tom's pocket. But I got ravioli, mac and cheese, some crab legs, some Korean chicken, some noodles, some like beef broccoli with rice, and I got some sushi. Tom got some pizza and focaccia bread. Time to eat good, everybody. Love a Cabanas lunch. What are we gonna start with?
Pizza.
Pizza. Let's start with noodles. So good. Mac and cheese. Oh wait. Lots of flavor. Right, we'll catch up with you after lunch. Maybe go to Vanilla Post.
I don't know if we can do that today.
Maybe. We'll see what we're up to after lunch. Tom's second ice cream of the day, but first actual dessert. It's like the cookie, but it's like a soft cookie.
Kind of. I think this one's been sat out for a while, but yeah.
Yeah, and some vanilla ice cream. Mickey and Friends group photo starts in the atrium in just 15 minutes, which is something I really want to go do. So, eat that quickly. Hi friends! So I don't know where the last point I left you. I think we were gonna go get the picture with all the VIPs in the atrium. However, they were already in their formal wear, which is formal wear tonight. But we were just in our regular clothes, so I was like, you know what, never mind. And we went back to the room and sorted out my dress and Tom's suit for tonight. Just went and like ironed a few bits, and then we actually went down to the pool I don't think I have any videos of me down at the pool, but I have some pictures, so I'll insert them. Oh no, that's a lie. I have a small little clip of Tom in the pool, so enjoy that. I am kind of currently wrapped up in the blanket from the bed because there's no like robes, and I don't want to put on my dress yet because I'm going to do my makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and do my hair and makeup for that. I'm currently watching Mickey cartoons, and I'll see you when I'm getting finished up, ready for dinner. This is us already, and we're heading out. So we got out of the variety act, and it's a little busy going on here. I think it's the captain's meet, right? The violinist is playing. We're all dressed up.
Too small to get me out.
I'm too small. There we go. We took some really pretty pictures with the sunset, so I'll insert those for you. I will insert those for you guys. But we're really excited for. Oh, my necklace is backwards. I hope it hasn't been backwards for all those photos. We did meet Tiana as well. She's meeting just up here. And we also saw Rapunzel, so that was really fun to see Rapunzel. And yeah, we're really excited for dinner. So we'll see you guys at dinner. Okay, time for Enchanted Garden. Hi, thank you. Okay, I'll wash my hands. How beautiful. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it looks so pretty in here. So excited. Yay. So here's the Enchanted Garden menu. Look, red and butterflies. Okay, let's see the menu. So I got the ahi tuna tower with avocado, and Tom got the lobster ravioli. Amazing. For tonight's dinner, I got a sirloin steak. Tom got a lemon meringue for dessert. The lemon raspberry meringue.
Lemon meringue, it's a moose.
It's a moose. What do I
That's why he keeps
say?
making funny.
See? Okay. We just got back from dinner and we have a little bear. Yay, he's so cute. So we've changed into some comfies. I really want to go to the game show that we missed last time called Match Your Mate. So is it Match Your Mate or Match and Mate?
Depends what you want to do.
Fair. So, that starts in about 30 minutes, so I think we're going to head up to deck 11, get a drink, probably a tea. I haven't had a tea this whole cruise yet. So I might have a cup of tea, and then we'll head down to Evolution?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's in Evolution. And, yeah. I don't know if we're going to participate. Maybe we won't. Maybe we will. We'll see what the vibe is. And then, yeah, so if we see some of that, we'll insert some of that for you guys. That was a big yawn. So we've come back to the room. We did not last long at Match Your Mate. Wasn't really our vibe. I'm gonna chill here with the bear instead, and Thomas. And we're gonna watch a movie. And we went to cocktail hour, we did all that, and I was just saying to Thomas, so this cruise is a lot of DVC members. If you don't know what that is, that's Disney Vacation Club. It's like a paid membership that you paid in. Obviously, I just said paid membership thing. You get points. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but there's over 200 members on board, and there's so many people on this cruise. It's completely full. Like, all the staterooms are full. I don't know if it's at capacity, but at least all the staterooms are full, which is what, like 4,000 guests or something? I don't know, something ridiculous like that. But it's a lot of older people. I mean, like, our grandparents' age older. So there's there's really not a lot of kids, but we didn't expect there to be, because it's 2 whole weeks out of school, so I can imagine that. But yes, anyway, so we are back at our cabin. Dinner was good. We made friends with the people sitting on our table. Really enjoyed Enchanted Garden. And yeah, so tomorrow is another day at sea. We have 7 days at sea, so sorry if the 7 days at sea are a little boring. I might actually put them all together, or not all together, but like day by day, like day 1, day 2, all that. But if you did enjoy this vlog, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you can stay tuned for, I'll probably do every week drop. I usually do every Friday, but I'm gonna see what falls in with work and how I'm able to edit when I get home. But I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!